Back here, another day of Astro Gravitational Report. I want to say thank you for the coffee, JCKCPA, much appreciated. And I want to say thank you to all of you who come and click, like, share, subscribes, and so on. And still, if you need some personal help, you can email me at astroviber1111 at gmail.com. All right, what is it going on today? Okay, maybe you see the title. The moon, it's going to be moving more within Capricorn. That's going to be opposing Jupiter. And with that, also she's going to be squaring Mars. Mars is on his own way, is squaring Jupiter. So all this is going to be the emotions of immaturity in there. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Lisa Michael. Glad to see you here. And with this energies, all it's going to be leading into what? War within the relationships because of lack of balance. That energy is going to be too strong through the day. I mean, it's going to be rising up. So in a late afternoon, that energy is going to be kind of like a slow down, but it's going to be having its own peak and during the day. And keep watching the report. I'm going to be talking more about it. But as that energy at 7 o'clock in the morning is going to be coming into us, is going to be triggered when you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon is going to be at the fourth house. That is going to be the energies at home. You're going to be looking at the situations about your world, which is Mars is going to be at the second house in Libra. And the inner work is going to be as she is between the ninth and the 10th house. She's going to be at the Gemini. But with all those energies, we have some Jupiter who is still at the 10th house at Cancer. So there's going to be a lot of those energies that are going to be intensified. There is a very good, very positive vibes, guys. But be cautious of the emotions because those emotions they're going to be opposing the growth. You're going to see that growth because you're trying to do certain things, but because of this lack of growth, which is in a way it's immaturity within the family, can trigger what? The relationships. And since Mars is going to be in the top of that G square, right? When a Mars comes in, he's not going to be joking. And this is going to be very kind of like a tough moment for everybody, particularly if you are either Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra. This energy can affect you so much. And plus, we already have Saturn went back into Pisces, expecting like reviews, redone and from your life. Maybe certain things is gonna come back to you, guilt, shame. Because of certain things you did not did as a karma. Okay, all that kind of like a stuff, it's gonna be start what? Rising up, okay? And they're gonna be rising up more and more and more. All right, at 8 o'clock, the inner work is still gonna be at Gemini. She's gonna be a squaring Saturn. That kind of like energies is going to be coming into strong with this revaluations. This is kind of like a going back. It's going back in time. Okay, it's going back in the finished business. Go back into review. What is it? The thought process. What is the mental process was. And since the duality is going to be there, we're going to see a lot of situations. All right, 9 o'clock, we're going to see how these situations about relationship, particularly if it was a past relationship, because of Saturn, can comes in and triggers everything. We're going to see that the Mars is going to beginning to rising into the horizon. Please be mindful that this energy can trigger within that pretty much at the 10 and at 11 o'clock is going to start triggering a lot of stuff. You're going to be at work. And if you cannot keep in your immature situations and your emotions can blows up because all these oppositions with Jupiter and that squaring with Mars, Mars is going to be like, you know what, I had enough. And here is like the volcanoes coming and all this air and feel this intensity with this. I'm expecting a lot of communications. All of a sudden, the anger is gonna grow up. You're gonna feel it. God bless the soul. If you see a Libra, angry in there, you don't want to do that, right? And because of lack of balance. So keep your emotions in there. Keep your things behind. Focus more on where you're going, not what it was, not what it was going on, and not it is what you've been through. Okay, because those energies they're coming for that reason to test you. Can you be able to maintain a balance during heavy moments of life? So if you manage that, this is going to be this test for Mars. In the next hour at 11 and 12 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be moving already at Scorpio. We're going to see the inner work is going to be passing through. Currently, Venus is squaring Lilith, which is there is no love, it's all darkness. I have to find the truth. Those is going to be moments when some of the people is going to be like, what happened? What it does with my attentions? What is my love and my admirations? Why do people don't look at me? Why they don't admire me? And so on and so on. And be mindful about your emotions in there. All right, 1 o'clock, the things is gonna be a little bit more kind of like in a calm down. It's kind of like you taking authority, taking the situations within yourself a little bit more. You put your kind of like a self together. It's not like, you know what, let me get the things straight. Pluto and Saturn with Neptune, they're gonna be pointing these divine energies towards Mercury. Hopefully you're talking great into you, but you don't like the sudden changes. And yeah, feeling the midheaven Pisces. Yeah, if you have anything that ending of Pisces, you will feel that energies exactly, Vegas. That will really, really affect in you. All right, 2 o'clock. The inner work is gonna be at which is midheaven. It's gonna be at the end of the Virgo. That is gonna be opposing Saturn and Neptune. Now you're really gonna feel this energies. The ascendant is gonna be opposing Uranus and Mercury squaring Uranus. Here is the communications coming on. It's like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to get into this. It's gonna be a mess, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, let's break the stuff up, let's put all the wars on, and so on and so on. Wow, it should be like, wait a minute, what are we doing, right? So this is going to be a very intense energy. That particular 3 o'clock here is that moment when the Mars is going to be the inner work. Here's going to be the heaviest energy of Mars. Mars has some choices, okay? Mars has some choices. He's going to be looking at for, let's talk, let's communicate it before we do anything crazy and stupid, right? But the inner work is going to be opposing to opposing the Earth. And now, since all these energies are going to be intensified, because here is what happens. We have a Mars at 17 degrees. Actually, I'm going to be showing you guys the chart so you guys can't really see it. Here is the inner work that we have. See it here. This is a 17 minutes 36. That is where it's going to be at Mars. He's squaring Jupiter, that it's at 1828. That's this red line here. Okay. And that is the oppositions here with the moon. And the moon is going to be at 1856. and we are going to have the earth, which is going to be at 20 degrees. So all this is going to be that energy that is going to come, and we want to just have everything in there, kind of like intensified, and we want to just drop everything and everything. It's got to have a balance. If it's not in balance, it's ending because it has to have a balance. But you need to understand those it's calling for what? Cardinal changes. All this is a cardinal zodiac sign. It is talking about like it's required cardinal understanding. So please, again, if you end up in a situations, please keep calm, okay? Because that is going to be one of those moments that later on you may gonna be kind of like a, you know, pay karma back, on the rest of your life, or you're gonna feel, uh, you know, things that, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? You're gonna feel sorry for a very long time. All right. 5 o'clock, the inner work is gonna be going deep. It's gonna be going with the Lilith into at Scorpio. That is gonna be, let's dive in deep. Let's look at it more deep. Let's look at these energies and so on. What happened? Calm down. Maybe this, maybe that. It doesn't need to be acting and overreacting. As long as you're not blowing at the fuses, from the previous hours, it's gonna be okay. But you're gonna have some another challenges at 6 o'clock, as the moon is gonna be at the ascendant. She's gonna be triggered. She's gonna be, you know what? I see it. I have to look. I have to get, and so on and so on and so on. Now the moon is gonna beginning to what? Squaring Chiron. This is gonna be unhealed patterns. Okay, and now those unhealed wounds, they're just gonna be intensifying Mars. It's gonna shows up in maturity. It's gonna be showing everything that you have not what? Grow up. All right. Later on, we're gonna see that Pluto is gonna come out in the event horizon at 7 p.m. The inner work is gonna be at Sag. It's gonna take you a time for more kind of like a self positive talk. Doesn't matter what's happening in there. In Vegas, I just closed my door. Avoid conflicts and confusions. Well, sometimes the closed door doesn't resolve the problem because you have to be tested. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to the school. I'm just going to close the door and I'm not going to go to the test. And then it's going to come back to you over and over and over and over again. Keep the door open just to see how much did you learn to maintain balance. All right, 8 o'clock on afternoon, we're gonna see the Saturn's gonna come out in the ascendant. The inner work's gonna be at Sag. That position's gonna be, in a way, very, very interesting because here is the effect of what you're gonna tell yourself. The sun is going to beginning to opposing the north node as he's approaching the south node. This is why this review of the past is going to be increased. And Saturn, since he is going within that directions, we are going to be seeing within us all these karmic situations, okay? And that is the reason, because Saturn says like you need to review all the past things, so don't make the same past mistakes. Where we are going to be teaching you, because you're going to go in the next level, okay? We're going to see it. It's going to take us 6 months, okay? So the next 6 months, it might be heavy for us, but if everything is going to go okay, we're going to be coming to develop a new greatness, learn how to be greatness personally, and that's going to be affecting what? Outwards towards the community. Okay. The next hour, this is going to be at 9 o'clock. The midheaven is going to be remind us about the day, because it's going to be right there where the moon was. It's going to be at 17 degrees of Capricorn. Still is going to be, square Mars and opposing Jupiter. But that energy of the moon is going to be start slowing down, because the moon is already moving at 22 degrees. Okay, she's like, I'm going to a transformations. We are going to see it where the moon is going to be joining Pluto. This is going to be some very interesting energies tomorrow. Okay, but right now at 9 o'clock, the Chiron is coming out on the horizon, and this is the energies that we are going to be absorbing. But we have to understand these energies within ourselves, and we're going to see it. Okay, we're going to start seeing it in the next few days, because Mars, it's going to beginning to opposing Chiron. All right, that is going to be Mars opposing Chiron. That's like I'm in a fight with what I need to heal. There's going to be a lot of inner work, inner fights. But since Mars is in the relationships, more the relationship is going to be pointing out towards the person on the other side, their problems, not only you should take a look yours. All right. 10 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be a Taurus, is about the material situations. You're going to find a way how to managing the material things within you, because those material things from within you, they are going to be working directly with changes. They are going to be working directly with Saturn and Neptune. Very, very beautiful energy. And you're going to see it for those who passing the test and didn't create crazy stuff, because here's the inner work. This is the moon. That is the inner work. That's Pluto. And we're seeing these beautiful energies of changes, right? And then all this, it's coming with Saturn and Neptune right here. And we see this beautiful, beautiful, kind of like you're putting the pieces together within you. The illusions are cleared out, and the visions comes in. The guilt, the shames of the past moves in away, and now learning lessons are coming in that you learn. Okay, you accepting those new changes of removing old patterns from within you, and that is going to be the success. Okay, that is going to be the success. But again, stay away with those emotions, particularly, kind of like putting it out there within the vibes in the air, right? I mean, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna see. I'm looking for your comments about this. All right, 11 o'clock, and that's gonna be the ending of the astrology report for the day. We're gonna have the midheaven's gonna be at Aquarius. That's gonna be opposing Venus. It's gonna be like you are still stuck in the old ways of love. You need to mature. There is more love when it comes with the others. That is going to be some good trigger. The ascendant in Gemini is going to be squaring the North Node, but we have this very beautiful, beautiful energies that's going to beginning to form. And the right thing to listen it is about Pluto and Saturn that are in yacht with Mercury. Okay, sometimes the logic can help, but it does. The logic is only needs. The logic comes from what? Deeper understanding of the new by reevaluating the old energies. Okay. All right. So that's what it was, the astrology report, and I'm gonna giving you at 7 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna see the moon. It's gonna be exiting out Capricorn. She's gonna beginning to unite the energies with Pluto. The deep transformation is gonna be coming in. The moon is gonna be adding the focus towards that transformations, those changes, and that is gonna be what, with lots of communications. It's gonna be a good day to communicate and reevaluate things in there. But as we are gonna be seeing it, the midheaven is gonna be a Gemini, is gonna be a T square, the knots. And here is that the people who have not resolving there are karmic lessons, they're gonna be skipping things. But for the people who are actually got that, okay, for them things is gonna be a completely different. Okay, because see, when we have this kind of like a square, there is a other aspect. It's not only the squares, right? So some people can choose to calm down Mars. Some people will choose Venus, right? And this is about choices. of how the choices are going to be from within yourself. All right. So I'm a great person despite all Cancer rising, Capricorn sun. Yeah, that sometimes the double Cancer is okay within a good aspect. I am see some Cancers that they're very demanding at home, particularly when their sun and rising is at Cancer, and they want everything to be ultra super duper whooper, a family by the book, which is family by the book is never create the perfections. It can create a lot of situations in there. But I'm so hurt right now. People get away hurting others, me, and sometimes that can happen. Okay, um, be mindful that right now the sun, particularly, is going through a rough time as well as Venus. Not many aspects, right? And now your intuition is going to be driving you nuts. Okay, but when you overcome, when you grow, when you mature, when you get the strength and the power and the honor from within you, hopefully everything is going to be what? Helping you to grow and to mature in a much different levels. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for the support and come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitational report. Much love to you guys.